What exactly happens after a joint becomes dysfunctional, and is it possible to fix? I'm Jon Clark with the Posture Pain Connection. This show is pain explained via posture. If you watched last time, you can find the link probably in a card right around here somewhere. I defined joint dysfunction as any time a joint can not move through its full range of motion without pain or restriction. So if I can only move my shoulder up to here instead of here, this shoulder is dysfunctional. Or if it just hurts to go up to here, it's still dysfunctional. So a functional joint should have neither of those issues. And when we have a dysfunctional joint, it means that at least one muscle that connects to that joint is not doing its job properly. Either it was injured in the past or it just hasn't been used essentially at all for a very long time. And our bodies, cardiovascular and metabolic systems are very brutal when it comes to muscles not doing their job. It's like how you decide to be very brutal about how as brutal as our body is, it treats any muscle not doing its job just like a slave at the galley. You do your job, you get oxygen and nutrients and blood flow via blood flow. If you don't, you get a lot less. And the muscles, because the body realizes that that muscle isn't being used, it decides that those resources are better spent somewhere else. And where is that somewhere else? Well, maybe a compensating muscle that then has to do the job of this guy that's not picking up his slack. So, and when we aren't getting proper blood flow to the muscle, well, what happens? Without proper blood flow, it can't clean out lactic acid buildup. It can't get rid of inflammation. It can't get nutrients where your body is not getting nutrients where they need them, and it becomes painful. Obviously, it's going to hurt. And then when that pain is our body's way of saying, "Hey, you need to do something about this." It's sending signals, but unfortunately, we don't always understand those signals. It's not a instinctual thing of what to do about it, especially not in the modern world where we expect pills and surgeries and high-tech things to fix us instead of taking responsibility to fix ourselves. Yeah, that was the biggest mistake after I broke my back. For years and years and years, I kept on going to doctors, and I was getting in more and more pain. I couldn't figure out why. They couldn't figure out why. Other parts of my body were hurting, and no, I wasn't aware of this dysfunctional compensation relationship. And eventually, my whole body became so dysfunctional, I couldn't even stand up. I was in a wheelchair, and it was then that I finally discovered that healing my chronic pain was on me, not on anyone else. I just needed the proper guidance to learn how to understand that these signals meant I needed to do certain exercises and things like this. But thankfully, with postural alignment therapy and postural alignment specialists have learned how to go ahead and reverse all those postural problems. So if any of this has sparked an interest in postural therapy, go ahead and check out the links in the description below. You can chat with me one-on-one at no cost, and I can answer your questions to see if postural therapy is right for you. If you want to go ahead, or if you're ready to book, go all in, you can check out the scheduling link also in the description down below. If you just want to learn more, you can pick up books by Pete Agoscu. He has several books, pain-free for women, pain-free at your PC, health through motion. There's a whole bunch. So there's plenty of places where you can learn about this, or you can always just hit the subscription and bell button down below, and I'll just you'll get notified every time I put out a new educational video like this, or videos with potential exercises that may be able to help you discover some of your postural issues. So thanks for joining me. I'm Jon Clark with the Posture Pain Connection. I'll see you next time on Posture Explained via Pain.